Alright lads, so the 9th anniversary is starting early because this morning we did get the new 9th anniversary renewed Ichigo, a new Mugetsu, and man is this character cool, easily one of my favorite characters of the year thus far, but I also want to make sure it's quite clear that this is not the anniversary character. He's being treated like an anniversary character by name, he has the 9th anniversary title. But think of him as a remake of a past anime character like 4th anniversary Mugetsu that just so happens to have 9th anniversary in the name. I don't think this is going to take away from the upcoming 9th anniversary part 1, which will be happening July 23rd. He's kind of a special character to a certain extent, and again you are guaranteed him on step 10 if you choose to pick him with the selected ticket. Now with that said, Ichigo is a power swiper with the hollow kill ability. Truth be told, the only problem I have with this character is that killer. Hollow Killer isn't necessarily a bad thing. We didn't entirely need it because 2 of the other 3 good power characters are Hollow Killers. But he's also missing a second killer. For an anniversary character, even a remake of an anniversary character, very strange why they didn't give him a second killer, and this definitely would have made him a lot better in my opinion. What is special about the character though is the soul trade being a team party buff, the first of its kind, where he is giving everyone on your team a 20% strong attack damage buff. This is great for himself, whenever you're using them as a main, or even in Guild Quest content where you can use a team like this, where the other 2 characters, Akon and Shinji, aren't really there to do damage. More so buff my main DPS, that is Yatsuru Unohana. By linking Ichigo to Akon, Yatsuru in particular is getting 20% more strong attack damage, and that's quite good. This is definitely a meta link, and a link I can see myself using quite often in Guild Quests. For the character itself though, if we have a look at the character's strong attack damage output, he has a 50% Berserker built in, with Frenzy +2, an increased chance to apply weakening, and this is against any hollow character. After that, he then does do 40% more damage to weakened enemies. Not a long time to take advantage of that weakening, since he wasn't given Debilitator, but he also does have a 100% spiritual pressure boost upon inflicting a status ailment. So damage output's actually very high, and whenever he does have killer, he's going to be a very smooth character to play with. Alongside that, though, we have some other good stuff. Sprinter +3 with Long Stride and complete stats immunity. It's very rare for us to see all 3 of those things combined onto one character. This is usually served for anniversary level characters, and it's a very good trio of skills, I will say. He's going to be very fast, very fun to play around with, and you never have to worry about any stats limits on the floor. His summon is also going to hit relatively hard, given that he does have Bombardment +1, the SP boost, and also weakened defense. And he also has some extra utility skills like Marauder and also hit an enemy. For today's showcase though, we do have at level 10 SP. We are then using a Lieutenant's Badge, an Artisanal Tea Set, and also a Fortification Pill, with Orihime giving us recharge and strong attack damage at full stamina, Aizen giving us recharge and strong attack damage, and then Chad giving us recharge and full stamina as our soul trades. Bonus abilities, in case you are wondering, everyone should be using full stamina and also SP. With that out of the way though, let's jump into some content. Alright then, so first up, let's take him straight into Cobb Ultra Inheritance Trials. Lucky for us, this time around there are hollow enemies. And in case you are wondering what strong attacks he does have, this character's strong attack here is absolutely beautiful, right? So his SA1 is going to be a beam forward. Had a little lag spike there, so we'll do it again. It's a beam forward, really good beam overall. His Natring also looks really cool too. That's a really nice Natring. He's not a nat character, but you sometimes do appreciate when they look nice. His SA2 is going to be a lunge forwards. Really good strong attack here overall, and then his SA3 is a nice, beautiful Mugetsu. And as you can see here, right, we have no problem activating the SP boost, and we're just doing a ridiculous amount of damage, right? SA3 there. 25k here, and that's, I think, without the weakening. SA2 into the 1, back it up. Even though he's a mini character, he does have some really good range. I don't think we're ever really going to get hit unless we make a massive mistake. Let's go here, SA3, and look at that. That's a satisfying strong attack 3, I must be honest. Especially in cases like that, we basically just absolutely annihilate the boss at 1-5. That's the first wave of bosses, though. Let's try that again on our second phase. Let's SA1 forward, then use our SA2, and even the SA2 is one-shotting. We didn't even get to use the SA3 there. And then going into the final boss, in this case, for Hello, absolutely heartbroken he does have a new character, but in due time, let's go ahead and use our Soul Bomb. And I'm not gonna lie, I like the summon. Only once more, one complaint, one little nitpick is that he doesn't say Mugetsu. I don't think the summon in particular is as good as the 4th anniversary version, but that's an anniversary character, right? Like a special anniversary character. This is a remake, more so a remake of a premium character, but I do think visually this character looks better. The Sobom just hits a lot harder on the 4th anni version. Had a few little frame skips there, so I'm going to reset my app, and hopefully the game can be a tad bit smoother. But for our very first play, we weren't really trying to go for a fast play time. 1 minute and 43 seconds, very smooth gameplay. At no point were we ever close to getting hit. Having the extra flash step, the long stride built in, being immune to status limit is something that weirdly enough, I've kind of missed because, again, we don't really ever see characters have complete stat immunity. It's very weird. All these great cards that we have received this year have only been like immune to one stat or something. So it's nice to finally have a good OP character like Mugetsu, as cool as Mugetsu, also be immune to every stat or something. It might be something not everyone does appreciate, but I kind of like stuff like that. All right, then, so attempt number 2. Let's see how this does go. SA1 already inflicted his stat or something. You love to see it. SA2 gets us forward, and then we get to nuke with our 3. And unfortunately, one enemy was left alive, but our no attacks are going to do the job there. That felt very smooth for our first little just room, right? SA2 does have some good back range to it with the lunge itself. Let's use our 3. Look at this. This is 1-5, by the way. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But remember, right? Just like other characters with an increased chance to inflict stars, but only against a certain type of enemy, he's not going to be as impressive when we're up against anyone other than Holos, right? Which I think is fine. Unfortunately, got hit there. Ah, damn. What a way to ruin a run, right? Got too close to the enemies. I'm going to revive, though. You can cancel out of all of his attacks, by the way. That's something to note. Let's back up. SA1 forwards. Then we're going to lunge that into the 2 and then 3. Even with the enemy dodging the first initial attack, we still almost one-shot the bosses there. That felt really powerful. And then let's finish with the 2. So I kind of forgot. Did our summon nuke all the way through? It pretty much should, right? Because 100 is an SP boost with bombardment, weakened defense. I'm going to let that summon play out once more. I gotta say, though, I love the idea of Ichigo jumping into the sky to do Mugetsu. And that's a cool... That looks like the end pose that he does when he teleports to Aizen, isn't it? But I also like the aesthetic for the character summon, like being like a gloomy, dark day. Kind of matches the vibe with Mugetsu. In this case, though, a 1 minute and 9 second correct time, honestly pretty good. Made a few mistakes there. Let's try it this time to get under 1 minute. Alright then, so I should have the pattern laid down, so we should be relatively fine. Let's use our SA1 into the 2, and then up here, 3. Didn't position myself the best there, but the SA1 does do a good job there. Thinking about maybe stop him at this stage, but nah, I think it's best just to wait for our strong attacks to return. SA2 upwards. Use our 1 and then 3. Nice and easy. SA1 upwards, then we'll use our 2. At this point in time, we're going to have to use our SA1, but just wait a bit for the SA3 to come back. Because we really can't nuke for this stage until we use our 3. Use my 3 a bit too early there, but that's fine. In this case, could we stop him this stage? Let's try it, because our strong attack damage is actually really high. It might be better to stop him here and then have our strong attacks recover in time for the next wave, because every enemy here should be relatively close by. Let's use our 2 and then 3. Enemy, full holo being the absolute... Oh, it's always that one enemy left, isn't it? There we go. So I will say, at least in this gameplay, right, you don't really notice the lack of Debilitator. You might notice the lack of Debilitator, which increases the length of weakening or a status element in Limit Breaker content in Guild Quests, because it's going to be super short, but at least right now in this gameplay, you don't really notice it. Even though we made a mistake in the end, and we didn't actually nuke through with the strong attack, there was like 2 enemies left alive, and I believe Forlo even dodged the attack, we still cleared in under 1 minute. That's actually really, really good. Expected of a character like this, right? It's Mugetsu. It's Mugetsu. Next up, then we're taking him into the Ultimate Awakened Epic Raid for Renji. Currently, right now, he is a bonus, giving 100% more medals and also 3 times extra damage. This Epic Raid is only here for like another 10 days, but there is a potential chance he will be a bonus in the upcoming Epic Raid that we get next month. Because I guess now is a decent time to mention it that he is going to be a bonus character for the next 2 months. Up till the end of August in point event, which is actually really, really cool. For the build today, though, again, we are using the exact same accessories, exact same links. This time, though, we have these 3 familiars using Renji and also Yoruichi, giving us that extra shield damage, but also a good amount, a really good amount of full stamina and also extra Berserker from Toshiro. I would be normally using 3 Toshiro pets so we can get more Berserker, but given that we have to go through the enemy shield, it's best to use Renji and also Yoruichi in a solo run like this. So let's see how this does go. I do need to quickly turn off auto, though. I saw it was briefly on for a second. And we instantly use the SA3. Great. That's fine, though. I think we have to spam all our strong attacks anyway, right? Because it is hard to get through this boss's shield, especially with only one of us, right? It's not too bad, to be fair. Strong attacks are going to come back in time. We might as well use our no attack string here. There we go. We're first off going to start using our Soul Bomb. That's going to give us the SP boost. And we also can apply weakening with weakened defense. There we go. Really good amount of damage there. SA3 into the 1. Oh my. From 3 strong attacks alone, we were almost able to absolutely nuke through Renji. But can we actually beat this part? Maybe not. Well, definitely, I mean, you don't really do solo runs anyway, but this might stop us here. Let's use the SA2. Get in there. It's close. Look at that. We were able to solo at the very least. This, honestly, would have been like a sub 10-second run if we didn't have to waste like 40 seconds to destroy the shields. 30 seconds to destroy the shields more so. But you saw there, we only really spent like maybe less than 10 seconds on the actual boss fight itself because we had to spend more time destroying the shield. Easily can solo as epic raid. Let's try it this time with more Mugetsus on our lobby. So unfortunately for our first lobby, we weren't able to get any other Mugetsus to join, but we do have a full lobby of Misaki, so it's a Kurosaki run. We'll take it. Hopefully they can help us destroy the barriers quickly. There we go. Again, I'm going to start off using my Sword Bomb. That's going to give me the SP boost, apply weakened defense, and allow us to get into the second phase relatively fast. Hopefully, oh, look at that damage right there. And from the damage from Misaki, we almost actually cleared the final phase without even needing to go into the actual shield part. Use a couple of strong attacks, and there we go. Finished up nice and easy, under 30 seconds. On to our final run. This time we have 2 other Mugetsu, so this might be a tad bit faster. But Misaki's also really good in epic raid, so no guarantee. She might actually help us destroy the shields a lot faster. Don't want to use my SA3 just yet. I'm going to save that. Okay, we're going to start the run using our Sword Bomb. Used it maybe a bit too early, but the SA3, again, absolutely beautiful. Love the effect of the SA3. And can someone like summon at the right time to get through? Doesn't seem like it. I think we're going a bit too slow right now to get through the final phase. Yeah, 6%. We almost did it, though. Not too bad. Let's just, again, spam all our strong attacks. And with that, we are done. Once more in under 30 seconds. No surprise, he's also going to be a really good character at epic raids. Obviously, right now he is a bonus, but if you ever want to just farm with, you know, Mugetsu, you can definitely do that if you do want to use links or potion soldiers, right? I'm kind of past the need to actually farm with links or characters, so I might just actually stick to using him as my go-to epic raid farmer. And last but not least, we currently have the very hard guild quest. It literally just switched over where we can now actually use Mugetsu against the Melee Hollow guild quest. In this case, this is the team that I'm going to be bringing today. It's a really good team overall, using some really good normal attack damage characters. But we're here to really focus on Mugetsu as a character. For his accessories, we've changed the Lieutenant's badge for a Hollow Killer sticker. And then again, links are the exact same. Universal good links. SP level 10, full stam, and SP as bonus abilities. So let's see how this does go. So remember, this character doesn't have Debilitator, so the weakening is going to wear off very quick, but we can pretty much just keep applying the weakening. Like you'll see here, by the time the strong attack actually finishes, the weakening almost wore off, right? Or literally wears off instantly. So I think your NAD characters won't be able to take advantage of the weakening, but like, we're still doing a lot of damage anyway. Like, look at this. This is actually really fast. Let's summon here into the 1. Missed my SA1. Didn't actually realize where Ichigo was. Why is Full Hollow been like the most biggest nuisance in today's video? Let's use our 1. We've lost a bit of full stam, so the run's kind of ruined a tad bit. But we'll let it go. We'll let it go. It's fine. Obviously, our normal attack damage characters are doing a lot of extra work here. But again, like, we're also doing a lot of damage too. For our very first run, not the greatest run, 41 seconds. Let's try that once more. All right, then, so second attempt. Again, we're going to kind of do the similar strategy here. Let's go in, use our SA2, then a 1. We're going to keep our distance because we might as well let our NAD characters do the work. We are going against a speed character first and foremost. SA3 absolutely nukes, I gotta say. Let's use our 2 into the 1. Let the no attack damage characters finish it up. Few little leftover mobs, so I'm not really positioning myself properly. We use our Soul Bomb, then use our 2, then a 1. And then right now up against the final boss, let's use our 3. That's a lot of damage, right? A lot of damage on that SA3, and I'm not even sure if we actually applied the weakening. And I gotta say, the Hollow GQ is actually very competitive. There's a lot of really good melee Hollow Killers, but I think Ichigo's easily able to be used here and still capable of getting really good scores. I'm just not really doing that. Let's reset that once more. All right, then attempt number 3. Let's go here, SA3, or SA2 into the 1. We actually applied weakening there, so we know we did a bit of extra damage there. Let's use our 3. Look at that. That felt great. Let's 2 into the 1. If we can apply weakening while they're getting attacked, that's actually really good for us. Soul Bomb here into the 1. I think I might have missed, but we'll use our 2. And then once more, finish with the 3. And then use our 1. And we actually cleared a lot faster there. A few seconds faster there. But unfortunately, there's like 1 enemy left alive. So we're getting a few seconds faster. But what I'm going to do now is edit until we get a really good run. This got really good. I don't think we inflicted a status on right at the end, but 47-second clear time is really good. I know my sides again are max transcended 5-5, so like if you were to replicate this team with less transcendence, it might be a bit awkward because we're clearing so fast that my characters actually have the vortex available. We don't have to worry about crowd control to a certain extent, but I think a 48, maybe even 50 is actually really possible with this team, and that's crazy with a 1 out of 5 Ichigo. I will say that the lack of debilitator is kind of noticeable, but I don't think it really hurts him all that much because on almost every attack that we do actually use is likely to inflict this status on it. What we can do, though, is try this particular team. Not sure how good it is going to work, but we are going to test it right now, where instead of using Sergeant, a no attack damage character, we're going to use Mishiro. In her case, she's only here to give us 40% more damage to status-afflicted enemies. That's strictly it. Is it going to allow us to one-shot some bosses? That would be really cool if that was the case. So let's see how this does go. Not really expecting a better clear time, but who actually knows, right? I just want to more so see the damage that we are doing. It's best to definitely time your strong attacks, maybe even no attacks when we have the Vortex active, when Shinji's actually using his attacks, right? That felt different, though. We definitely noticed a damage increase there. We applied the weakening straight away. Shinji's up next. Shinji goes down super quick. Okay, let's use our summon right now. Into the 1. Shinji, come on, finish up. Slowed down a bit there, but I am noticing a damage increase. And then look at that. We almost one-shot Aizen, so I'm going to let that run play out. We weren't faster there, but still, 43 seconds is not bad, right? And it kind of substitutes the need of even using a max transcended Sergeant. Instead, we could potentially use someone like Mishiro, but I think there's real potential with Mishiro and Ichigo as a combination. I don't think that was the perfect run, but I think you can definitely get faster that, and maybe even rival the score that we got with our, 2 no-attack damage characters. It's definitely dependent on RNG, but given Ichigo's increased chance to inflict status ailments, I don't think you have to reset all that much. Now, as I already have mentioned, the Hollow Guild Quest in particular is quite competitive, right? There's a lot of great characters to use, but you can actually use both characters. In this case, we are now using Yuha as our main leads. These are the extensions that we are using on him. These are the 3 links. He's 2 out of 5 with full stamina and also SP as bonus abilities. Now, what makes Ichigo a very good side, in my opinion, is that one is, again, very likely to inflict a status ailment, but the status ailment doesn't last too long that it will kind of interrupt my Yuha from getting status ailments off. There have been times where I use 2 SP characters together, and it's very hard to keep both characters' SP boosts active. With a team like this, because Yuha and Ichigo only both apply weakening, they both should be able to easily get the SP boost while we're then maximizing our damage output. And remember, Ichigo's sword trait is actually giving Yuha a 20% strong attack damage buff, so I think Ichigo's going to work as a very good side, likewise as a lead. So let's see how this does go, right? So we're going to start off using our SA2. Little lag spike there, but that's fine. I think Ichigo actually applied a status ailment there, so that actually works on our favor. As you can see, both of us right now have an SP boost. Let's use our 3 into the 2, or 1 more so. Back up just in time for the 2. Really good damage here. Wow, hold on. Let's sub him now. Oh my god, there's no way. I think we kind of choked here. That was good, though. That was good. That was actually really good. I know Yuha was doing damage there, right? But Ichigo is able to do a lot of burst damage there. And if we do apply a status ailment, in this case weakening, because we have Debilitator, it actually lasts like 2 seconds. So I think, if anything, Ichigo might be better as a side. Because when Ichigo applies weakening, it only lasts like while the attack is activated. But in some cases, when we apply a status ailment, it might allow Ichigo to get 2 attacks off. A full attack even with the weakening active. So in that case, 47-second playtime, our best run thus far. And that was only on our first attempt. Attempt number 2, let's see how this one does go once more. Let's go forward, SA2. Can we get a status ailment? Yes, we can. Lovely. Has Ichigo got in his? Doesn't seem like it. I don't know where actually even Ichigo is. Where is he? Is he down here? He's down here. Okay. I mean, it maybe works. SA1 there. I think Ichigo's too far away. I'm not going to lie. Let's see how this run does go, though. Soul Bomb. And then right now, looking good time. Whoa. Whoa, that was good. That was actually really good. And perfectly timed my SA3 with Ichigo's, and we were able to absolutely nuke that final boss. I would like to think Ichigo's weakening proc actually happened there. In that case, tad bit faster. That was after a bad start too. Let's try that once more. Final run. Can we get maybe 50 seconds? Oh, very close there. I'm going to leave it for that. That was definitely possible to get 50 seconds. This team looks to be the team, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to do too many resets, and I don't want to do too many Guild Quest attempts. I think we spent a bit too long on Guild Quest as is already. But that was basically 50 seconds. We'll take it, right? Somehow, even after using my summon, there was an enemy that was still alive. Don't know how that happened, but man, that was really good. So if you can, especially right now, this is definitely the best team that you can rock for this Guild Quest. At least it feels like it. And it doesn't take that much dupe investment, right? My UI is only 2.5. Granted, I do have some good links, but you can easily replicate this team. Ichigo, 1.5, right? That's good enough. I would like to say everyone should be able to get this character. I mean, you're guaranteed him on step 10. I know not everyone's summoning, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion. And then Shinji, yeah, sure, he's 5.5, but it looks like Yuha and Ichigo were definitely doing a lot of the legwork. But when it comes to Guild Quest content, he definitely works as a good lead, but I think I'm more impressed with him as a side. Really, really good burst damage and doesn't seem to interrupt my main characters from inflicting status damage themselves, where they can therefore get the SP boost. So overall, I'm actually really impressed with this character. Again, as we stated at the start of the video, easily one of my favorite character releases of the entire year, and the fact that I was guaranteed him in under 2,000 orbs makes it all the better. Mugetsu Ichigo is a really cool form, and we've been waiting for this character to get remade, likewise with Full Hollow, but I'm sure Full Hollow is going to follow suit eventually, maybe sometime soon. And if this character is this good, I can only imagine how cool and OP Full Hollow is also going to be when he finally releases. Yes, by name, this character is a 9th anniversary character, but remember, he's not the 9th anniversary character. Caleb always likes to include Ichigo in an anniversary, whether it's part 1 or part 2, and if they can't do that, like on the 6th anniversary, they're going to make a special banner for him. In this case, from my opinion, this is Caleb's way of giving us an anniversary Ichigo without giving us an anniversary Ichigo, if that kind of makes sense. But he's easily an amazing character, and I really do like that they made him a power character. One, it matches the eyes. But Power has needed great characters like this, and another great addition to the attribute, making the overall attribute better. Again, the only problems I have with this character realistically is the fact that he is lacking 2 killers. I mean, he is technically an anniversary character remake. Even if he wasn't an anniversary character or an anniversary remake, it's Mugetsu Ichigo. He should naturally by default have 2 killers. That's my only gripe with this character. Visually, I think this character looks amazing, and he looks to be an overall very usable character, whether it's a link as a side in Guild Quest or as an overall enjoyable, fun SP character, which honestly is all I can ask for characters like this. This is the prelude to the anniversary. This character is staying as is, so you can only imagine how powerful, cool, hype, and great the upcoming 9th anniversary characters are going to be. Either way, video went on long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you like to think about this character in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.